Romeos are lined up around the block.
Waiting their turn just to punch the clock.
While I'm begging underneath your balcony, saying,
Throw your rope down to me.
holes in my pockets and holes in my shoes.
Breaks my heart to break the news.
I'm broke, but I know.
I know.
Everything we do.
Love or money. Nobody likes to lose love or money.
I've been real with you.
Come on and tell me, honey.
I know it all comes down to love.
Or money. Man, our boy serving it up since 2013. That's our boy, Shuggy B.
Wait, who's Shuggy B?
Oh, it's Cardi B's brother.
Oh.
Yeah. Happy Monstering! And welcome to another episode of My Singing Monsters Live, your one-stop shop for everything to do with My Singing Monsters. We are your hosts, Monster Handler Matt.
And Monster Handler Eric, and today I have a new hat.
You do have a new hat on. I dare say you are rivaling the stylish sensibility of Sugabush itself.
That's right.
Yes, and you've even got the little flower there.
Yeah.
Complete. Now, I've got to ask, because we're in the human world, not the monster world, is that a fedora or a fedora?
Oh, you got me.
It's sort of maybe a combination of the two.
Could be.
Is it woven?
Sure.
Is it woven from special Monster World fabrics?
Not that I'm aware
Or
of.
just your run-of-the-mill human world ones?
Just run-of-the-mill human fabric.
Ah, forget it. But why are we talking so much about Sugabush? Well, that's because that's the theme of today's episode, the legendary Shugafam. So we hope that you're in the mood to talk about the original legendary monster. But before we launch into that discussion, we've got a couple of housekeeping things that we've got to take care of. Every episode here on My Singing Monsters Live, we do a couple of giveaways. At least a couple.
At least a
couple. And this is true of today's episode as well. We've got our subscriber giveaway that's going to happen right at the beginning of the episode.
Very short.
Eric, why don't you tell us about how the subscriber giveaway works?
Well, since we're broadcasting here on Twitch, people are able to subscribe to the channel.
That's right, which is one step up from follow.
That's right. It gives you some exclusive emotes. It also automatically enters you into the subscriber giveaway.
Ooh.
Now, the reason I say automatically is because for our the other giveaway that we do at the end of the show, people need to type !raffle into the chat. But if you're a subscriber, you're entered into the subscriber giveaway, even if you can't make it to that show, even if you don't type anything in the chat, it's automatic. You're in there.
That's amazing. And one of the other perks, of course, is that there are no ads.
Yes, that's right. I always forget about that one.
And the other thing, too, of course, is that if you are an Amazon Prime member, you get a Twitch Prime subscription, one subscription, absolutely for free, and you know which channel you're going to want to use that one on.
Use it on this one.
Use it on this one, Big Blue Bubble TV, here on Twitch.
And then you'll be entered for giveaways like this one.
So, normally we keep it a surprise what our main giveaway at the end of the episode is, but because today is a special episode, the very last episode of My Singing Monsters Live ever? No. The last episode before we launch officially into anniversary month.
Ta-da!
Next week, we have a couple of excellent giveaways poised just in line with a couple of the sales, a couple of the promotions that are running this weekend.
A promotional giveaway.
A promotional giveaway, that's right. In preparation for anniversary month next week. So, for those of you who have logged into My Singing Monsters in the last hour and 5 minutes and 20 seconds, you may have noticed that this weekend, all members of the Shugafam are 50% off on both Plant Island, that's Sugabush, and the entirety of the Shugafam on Sugabush Island. You get 50% off. So, our subscriber giveaway today. No, that's not related.
That's quite the opposite.
I'm so excited. I just wanted to talk about all the special offers and promotions that are happening.
So the other sale.
Right, so the other big sale that's going on, and this is the one that really is preparing you for anniversary month, is that all of the Mirror Islands are 50% off.
Wow.
Consider the diamond price in your head, and then cut that right in half. Cut that sucker right in half, and it's a full 50% off. So if you don't have the Mirror Islands and you're level 20 or above, this weekend is the time to cash in those diamonds, baby, and get the Mirror Islands, because you're going to want that extra real estate for all the limited time monsters rares, epics, what have you, that are going to be stopping by and staying with us for a little bit in Anniversary Month. So, our subscriber giveaway today is going to win a free Mirror Island of their choice.
Wow.
And this is just me, but they do go in ascending price order. If I were you, I would recommend getting Mirror Earth Island for free, because that is the most expensive of the Mirror Islands. But of course, that's the best thing about these giveaways, is that oftentimes it's entirely up to who wins to decide what they want. And then for the main giveaway, and I'm very excited about this one, it is the entire suite of 5 Mirror Islands that you will be getting absolutely for free.
No.
Now,
what?
If the winner drawn today already has Mirror Islands, either some or all of them already,
Okay.
we'll go ahead with the honor system that we usually do before, and that user will be in charge of delegating their Mirror Island prizes. You know what?
Wow.
Since I'm the one who delivers these prizes, I'm feeling generous, and I think that everyone ought to have a Mirror Island if they can swing it as a result of this giveaway.
Amazing.
So that's what's going on. So we got the subscriber giveaway. It's happening right now. Eric, I see the name on the screen. Would you like to do the honors and announce who the winner of our subscriber giveaway is today?
The winner of the subscriber giveaway for a Mirror Island of their choice is... Tab is the noob.
Congratulations! Tab is the noob. So please whisper at us on Twitch in order to tell us your BBBID/friend code so that we know which accounts to deliver your Mirror Island to. I just caught a glimpse of her as I was mentioning this big prize, but guess who's on the camera today? It's Monster Handler Sydney. She's our
Sydney.
camera operator. Where is she? Oh, Sydney, you're coming live to us from the double moon sky of Sugarbush Island.
Wow.
Wow. So you're hanging with the Sugarbush and the rest of its Shugafam kindred right now. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Well,
Wow.
I'm envious of that, but you know what?
Sorry.
I'm actually not that envious, because we did a boo boo. We really messed up. I messed up specifically. Sugarbush's birthday. Its 6th birthday was 1 month and 1 day ago. So I completely forgot. You know what? 5 is the big one, right? That's a big milestone. But of course, 6 is also an equally exciting milestone.
Yes.
But in the excitement of Summer Song, we forgot completely about celebrating Sugarbush's birthday. So part of the reason that we are celebrating with the Shugafest promotion this weekend, in which all Shugafam members are discounted, is to make amends, to make it up to Sugarbush that we forgot. And for those of you who have logged into My Singing Monsters, you may notice that Sugarbush is sort of sternly pointing to a calendar with July 29th circled, because that is Sugarbush's birthday, saying, "You forgot." But you know what? We're making it up to Sugarbush with the sale this weekend. So we talked about
What
the
can you do?
Shugafam.
Birthdays or sales? That classic song.
Birthdays or sales. Yes, that's right. That's the song. So we've talked about the Mirror Islands. We've talked about the Shugafam. One more exciting thing that's happening this weekend, of course, as we trickle in to Anniversary Month over the weekend, is all bonus Composer Islands are also 50% off. As a reminder, you can have up to 5 Composer Islands in My Singing Monsters, each with their own composition of monsters that you have previously unlocked. Now, of course, it's the natural monsters on Composer Island, and in the standalone Composer app, you have all those natural monsters, plus instrumental rares, plus ethereals. So, that's exciting.
Yes.
But this is a sale on Composer Islands in My Singing Monsters. So there you go.
And speaking of people who are different places today, as is Sydney, having to deal with slightly perturbed Sugarbush.
That's right, over there on Sugarbush
Our
Island.
good friend Michael.
Monster Handler Michael!
Is noticeably absent
No, we haven't
today.
seen him for a couple of weeks. He's been a busy guy.
Very busy. But he was nice enough to send us a message, which we will be showing right after Monsterpieces for anyone who's curious about what that young man is up to.
Yeah, so make sure that you stick around for Monsterpieces later today, because we've got an exciting message from Monster Handler Michael. I'm very curious about what he might be up to. Okay.
Very
Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. But let's talk, Eric, about the Shugafam.
Okay.
And let's start.
I like them.
Let's, as evidenced by your fedora. Yes. All the way back.
Ooh, maybe it's not quite a fedora and it's a faux dora.
Oh. See, that's a third kind that we've never even heard of.
Yeah.
Your Monster Handler scientific mind is just brimming with new ideas.
Slash my pun work.
Slash pun work. The pun work is strong with Monster Handler Eric. Okay, so let's talk about Shugafam.
Right.
So, Shugafam was only one member way back in the beginning, but even before that,
the whole fam was one member.
the whole fam was just one member, and it was Sugarbush. And what's exciting about Sugarbush is that it is the embodiment of the spirit of collaboration in the world of My Singing Monsters. And of course, Sugarbush Island was the very first island to appear on the Seam, that area of the monster world that exists just on the cusp of interacting with the human world. So in a confluence of legendary energies, Sugarbush Island appeared. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to take it all the way back to the conversation that led Sugarbush to being created. So, Monster Handler Sydney, if you could please call up the first of today's graphics that I have prepared for today's lecture on the Shugafam. She's ready. That's the one. So, way back in mid-June 2013, Christian Bush, the acclaimed singer-songwriter, half of the duo Sugarland, rock country superstars, tweeted that his new favorite game was My Singing Monsters.
Wasn't that nice?
It was nice of it, and we were very pleased to hear it. But our very astute producer and composer for My Singing Monsters, Dave, was quick on the draw, and he wrote back to Christian Bush on Twitter and said, "Hey, love to work with talented musicians. Let's talk." And to our surprise and delight, Christian Bush wrote back and wanted to sort of take the conversation offline and learn more about what sort of creative musical opportunities might exist in collaboration with Big Blue Bubble and the Monster Handlers. And that paved the way for the transition, and you can see I've got it there on the screen, from the fedora down to the fedora. There it is.
You picked the perfect time to announce it.
To announce that it was gone.
Yes.
But so that is how Sugarbush began. Now, at the time, Christian Bush, I believe. Oh, you know what? Let's just call him Christian because he's a buddy of ours.
Yeah,
right? He's
friend of the game.
He's a friend of the game. So Christian, at the time, I believe, had only unlocked Plant Island, but he had a very strong affinity for Plant Island. So he was interested in creating a monster that complemented the song of Plant Island. And we said, okay, well, we can make that happen. So our creative artists went to work trying to figure out what sort of look a Christian Bush monster might have in the monster world. Mm-hmm. So this went in a couple of different directions at first. Here we have some Sugarbush concepts.
Yeah.
And whereas the body and we knew that we wanted the monster playing the mandolin right from the get-go, you can see that the face of the monster went through a couple of different iterations. That one on the far right is a pretty faithful recreation of Christian's face, albeit with mossy beard instead of actual hair, but we figured that wasn't quite monstrous enough, and the one on the far left looks sort of like a mean customer.
Yeah, a little.
Doesn't look very...
A little grumpy.
Doesn't look very grumpy, and that, of course, is totally not on brand with Christian. He's like one of the nicest guys that has ever worked with us here at Big Blue Bubble. Such a generous and talented individual. And so we finally settled on the Sugarbush look and feel that we know today. Of course, the Sugarbush on Plant Island plays both its mandolin and every once in a while sings with that clear clarion voice. Such a delicious voice. What sound is that?
That was one of the sounds he makes, isn't it?
What? Yes, he goes. Well, actually, it's funny you should say that because, of course, Sugarbush debuted on July 29th, 2013. But, of course, its development in My Singing Monsters trickled out over the course of a couple of different dates. So, I have here some of the old announcements in game that you can see, and I've dated them as well. That one in the upper left corner is the first one that appeared that announced that Shugabush had come to the game, and this was presenting the Shugabush, here to stay, a new type of monster, legendary. The first legendary monster to appear in My Singing Monsters. Musician Christian Bush from Sugarland lends his talents to the new Shugabush monster, available on Plant Island at level 9. And then, some months later, on October 2nd, the conflicts in Dimensional Magic were resolved, and Shugabush from Plant Island was allowed to be placed on Gold Island for the very first time. And Christian had written a new part to accompany Gold Island as well, because the collaboration was going so smoothly, we didn't want it to stop. And then we did one better, and Shugabush Island was released on December 10th, 2013. And this, of course, includes 7 additional members of the Shuga fam.
Look at that party.
Look at that party that's happening there on Shugabush Island, starring Christian Bush of Sugarland. But that's not where our relationship ended. Even after the island was released, we decided that, as good musician buddies might do, we decided to rep some of the original music that Christian Bush had been working on. So here we have some of the in-game announcements that were pointing to the song "Love or Money," the tune of which you may recognize, and the lyrics of which you may also recognize from earlier in the program today. But of course, the song of Shugabush Island is actually a sort of scattered, vocalized version of "Love or Money," but of course featuring a bunch of natural monsters as well: octopus, furcorn, potbelly, mammoth, pom-pom, deej. Yeah, I think I got them all. But there they all are, and they are helping to augment the song and sort of monsterify it in a way that makes it distinct from Love or Money, which stands on its own. But of course, if you listen to Love or Money, a lot of the Shuga fam's parts are very recognizable. And then we also later did. Oh, Sydney's so quick on the draw. She's getting a little ahead of me. There it is. One more time. Yeah, there's the announcement for another one of Christian Bush's singles for Trailer Hitch. And that pose that Shugabush is using, I deftly recycled for today's announcement about doubled offer wall.
Oh yes, that's right.
In My Singing Monsters. So there you go.
Right.
First appearing all the way back in 2014, in spring 2014, and then used again here today, some 5 years later in 2019. So, the Shugabush, the first legendary monster, and still one of my all-time favorites, which is saying a lot because I have a legendary monster in the game as well. Perhaps you know its name, Monster Handler Eric.
Shugamat.
Good guess, but no, of course, it wasn't until the Wordos were released that more legendary monsters were added to the game. So I ask you this, and perhaps you already know the answer. What does a legendary monster, what doth a legendary monster meaneth to thou, my compatriot?
I don't actually know.
You don't actually know? Well, I'm happy to elaborate for you. A legendary monster is a monster whose look, feel, and song are influenced by a human world performer. So, in the case of the Shugabush, this is obviously Christian Bush, and in the case of the Wordos, each of those species of Wordos are influenced by a performer from the human world.
Steward did come into my mind when we were looking at the Shugabush concept, because I wondered if there's a Steward with just your face on it.
Well, that would be quite upsetting, I think. Let's keep my face in the human world and Stewart's face in the monster world. Thank you very much.
So if you're at home and you want to take on an art challenge, add Monster Handler Matt's face to Steward.
Yes, that would be quite... I'd be interested to see how that turned out. Just please get all of my best features. You may notice, of course, your beard is better than mine, but that my anniversary month beard is continuing. I've decided not to shave right up until...
You have to try to keep yourself safe from Monster Handler Bell.
That's right, Bell, who's constantly coming for my title. Now, there's one more thing that I wanted to mention before we get off the topic of Shugabush, and it's that I was very proud of this, and we were talking about it earlier, but that very first slide that I showed that showed how Shugabush came to be was called Shuga Genesis.
Yes.
Which I thought was very funny and clever. I thought you would have gotten a kick out of it.
I did.
As the resident pun master here on My Singing Monsters Live, but Shuga Genesis, it's like Sargo Genesis. Yeah, you got it. All right.
Matt,
Sydney.
the chat would like you to do a pose for them. I'm assuming so that they can use it in their photos.
Of course. That's only fair.
I'm trying to... A pose? What kind of pose? Do
Maybe
they
just
want
do
me?
a few
Do they want me to
expressions?
come closer to the camera?
Maybe
Okay.
maybe do some expressions.
And maybe some facing the camera.
Yeah, angle
too.
a bit.
Mhm.
Doing like really belting out a song.
A, E, O, U,
Do a sassy one.
Ooh, maybe we'll get full on animation.
How's
shit.
that for sassy? All right. Well, okay. So there you go.
Hopefully that met the needs of the
Yes,
community.
thank you for indulging me. I'm very excited to see what sort of
I can't wait.
monstrosity will emerge as a result of the union of Matt and Stewarb. But we've got some questions because we put a call out to the community to have their questions answered all about the Shugafam, and we are here to deliver. So question period is open.
Okay.
You let me have them, Eric, and I will answer them very prudently and conscientiously. Go ahead. I'm ready.
At the Phoenix Kev asks, are there some Shugavox specimen that don't prefer to dye their fur, leaves, feathers, furthers blue?
No.
Boom!
They are all blue.
There you go.
Now, a reminder, of course, that Shugavox uses Deej earwax to mist itself to get that distinctive blue coloration.
All right. Well, that was very good.
Well, thank you.
Very definitive. It's nice for a change.
Was it conscientious and diligent? I hope so.
At Trashcraft Payer asks, what was the process of developing the Sugabush monsters and Sugabush Island with Christian Bush?
Well, I really hope that you were watching the last 20 minutes of explanation because there
not,
it goes.
rewind.
If you haven't, if you're just tuning in now, luckily all of our episodes of My Singing Monsters Live are available later once they have concluded on Twitch, and they are also uploaded not long after their original broadcast date to our YouTube channel. So you are free to go and check out the wealth of information that appears over these 43 episodes of My Singing Monsters Live.
And a special hello to you if you're watching on YouTube right now.
That's right. Sometime in the future. The future. We're talking to the future.
Watch
Hello. How is
Donkey
it over there?
Pango asks, since there's a flower protruding from the Sugarbush's rustic headwear, can we assume that Sugarbush, as well as Shugafam, can grow flowers on their heads? Imagine having a daffodil on top of Sugarbeet's head.
Oh,
Imagine it.
That's an awfully cute image. I do like that idea. I think the important thing to remember about the Shugafam is that all of them, I was going to say many of them, but no, all of them represent that classic union that sort of makes a singing monster between nature and music. So, yes, it wouldn't surprise me to learn that the Shugafam are capable of sprouting small flowers from just about anywhere on their wooden or otherwise sort of bushy body parts. So there you go.
That's why I got this flower.
Really?
Yeah, just
it poked
sprouted
through
it.
your head?
Yeah.
I wonder if you have writ rot like an epic octopus. We'll have to.
I have been.
Well-
I've been getting the urge to get down.
We'll have to sort of do a full clinic on you later. There.
Check it
Monster
out with
Handler
Dr.
Eric.
Bill later.
Yes. Dr. Bill.
Yeah. Good doctor.
Dr. Bill, oh no, Dr. Bill.
Skadoom asks,
Uh-huh.
why were there interdimensional conflicts for Sugarbush and Gold Island before October 2013?
Why were there interdimensional conflicts? Well, it's because Legendary, being a brand new element to the monster world, sort of needed its paperwork to be processed and make sure that it could actually comfortably and safely be placed on Gold Island. Of course, the behind-the-scenes answer was that the part had not been written yet. And so we were still working in active collaboration with Christian Bush at the time to bring the character to Gold Island. Because if I recall correctly, because I was around back then, if you can believe it, way, way back
I certainly wasn't.
2013. I believe there was quite a community movement for Shuga Bush having a part on Gold Island, and I think when Christian Bush heard the news, he responded in kind.
And it paid off.
And it paid off.
That was a
Now
beautiful part.
Shuga Bush has a part on Gold Island.
At Bogart Fan asks, how long has the Shugafam existed in the monster world from a lore perspective?
An excellent question. The Shugafam are among the newest monsters to tread upon the soil of the monster world, only because they came about specifically as a collaboration between the human performer Christian Bush and the monster world. We do know of at least one other human making a significant amount of contact with the monster world prior to that, and that is, of course, Dr. Warden E. Spurrett, making significant, the original monster handler, and we don't know just the intensity and the length of that involvement that he had with the monster world, but we do know that one of the first major moments of crossover collaboration occurred with the Shuga Bush. So the Shuga Bush in real time is really about the exact same age as it's been in the monster world.
Wonder if Spur was in there going, hey, you guys ever heard of Love and Money? Check it out.
Well, if that's the case, then Dr. Warden E. Spurrett is definitely a time traveler,
maybe
which we've previously accused Monster Handler
Maybe he was using
Michael of being.
Twitch to speak to the future.
Oh,
And
you're really confusing
Yeah.
me now. The timeline,
This is my seam.
Yeah, the timeline is
gonna
all
develop my own
is all
theory.
over the place.
Okay. Lenny Faze GD asks, since the Shugafam's debut, what have they been doing in their everyday lives?
Well, I invite you to read up on some of the various members of the Shugafam's pastimes and favorite activities that appear in their bios. Very eccentric, sort of keeps to itself, possibly the introvert of the Shugafam, and I think it might be the Shugabuzz. You heard it here first. An amateur ornithologist.
Ornithologist. Wow.
Ornithologist, or a bird studier. It has taken a keen interest in the little orange hummingbird-like creatures that flit around Sugarbush Island.
I have a good authority. They may also be attending events as VIPs. Particularly concerts by other
That's
artists.
true. More recently, the Shugafam were speculated by members of the Monster World paparazzi to have been in attendance at some of DJ Epic's amazing secret shows.
Big Shrub asks, can the Sugarbush fire lasers from its mandolin?
From its mandolin, no. The Sugarbush
Anywhere else?
cannot fire lasers from its mandolin. If this is the kind of laser that might poke a hole through something, then definitely not. The human world can sometimes be a little bit of a raucous and violent place, but I'm happy to report that the monster world, no such action sort of exists. The most violence it really gets in the monster world is the collision of Starhenge into the heretofore unknown Colossal's head, forming Celestial Island. But even then, all the monsters survived and everything was all good. So not a very violent or at arms place, the monster world, which is why we love exploring it so much.
No, the negativity aside.
Yes.
Maybe in meeting DJ Epic.
Yes.
Maybe they'll come because DJ Epic had quite the performance technology.
That's true. A lot of
maybe they will help develop a
performance
mandolin
technology.
that can do a light show lasers
Well, yeah,
rather than a
yeah,
weaponized laser.
maybe not a weaponized laser, but some sort of laser. But sort of on its own, the Sugarbush's mandolin cannot fire lasers. It would have to be altered. It would have to be augmented.
Fazbear King 87 asks, what happens if the Shugafam get their instruments mixed up and can't find the corresponding monster to swap back with?
Well, I think that that member of the Shugafam would very politely hold on to the instrument until such time as it can be returned to its rightful owner. So a lot of the Shugafam are multi-instrumentalists, right? Sort of like Christian Bush is in real life, very comfortable moving around from instrument to instrument. They sort of have ones that sort of feel right and that are sort of their home instrument, but they can very comfortably move around. Sugar Beats is a great example of it. I know that Sugar Beats Obviously an excellent percussionist, but also quite proficient on chordophone instruments. Not approaching the level of skill that something like Shuga Joe or that Shugatar might have, but they're all multi-instrumentalists. So I think that they'd know enough and be considerate enough with each other's instruments to take good care of them and not necessarily mess around with them too much.
So my follow-up question.
Yes,
to this
Eric.
excellent question.
Yes.
Say this did happen.
Yes.
And suddenly, the song started up.
Uh-huh.
Everyone started singing.
Yes.
Are Shugabush, the Shugafam, are they the kind of monsters to just like pretend they're playing, or are they like kind of awkwardly just like
Bop along.
try to just make do and not pretend?
No, you know what? I think that they would do a version of the Sugarbush Island song that sounded different.
Oh.
Not off, but just different, because everyone plays with a different style. Everyone's got their favorite licks that they want to throw in. That's the lick. There you go.
Favorite licks? I didn't know that Ma was on show.
Don't talk to me of Ma. I'm still traumatized from my epic Ma encounter many months ago.
Jaeger Michael asks, will Shugafam at one point be added in My Singing Monsters Composer, the separate app?
I can say with some confidence, likely not. Christian Bush remains a friend of Big Blue Bubble and My Singing Monsters, but he's a pretty busy guy and has a lot going on in the human world these days. And because the Shugafam represents a collaboration specifically, he's very, very generous to let us collaborate on and create a version of Love or Money specifically for the game, which reminds me, I feel like this is prudent to mention. If you like Love or Money, I believe that the link still exists at the bottom of the Sugarbush Island market frame in My Singing Monsters, where you can go and have a listen to Love or Money. I believe it's on streaming services like Apple Music and Spotify and stuff like that. But if you'd like to support Christian Bush, I'm sure he would appreciate your patronage of the arts, and I believe the link still directs you right to the Love or Money single in My Singing Monsters. So, coming back to the original question, will they be added to My Singing Monsters Composer? I can say with some confidence, no. They feel like their time in the monster world is crystallized and will be with us forever, but I don't anticipate too many future collaborations there. But that's not to say that other monsters couldn't one day make their way to My Singing Monsters Composer, but probably not the Shugafam.
Okay. I got two more questions for you here.
Yes.
One, that's similar topic, but a bit of an inverse.
I'm listening.
Night Vibes would like to know, will there ever be any more monsters added to Sugarbush Island, not including epics or rares? So rather than more Sugarbush collaboration, are there
Right.
more monsters who might collaborate with Sugarbush?
I can foresee a future where epic monsters might finally...
Epics don't count.
I know, but I know. I can foresee a future where epic monsters can be added to Sugarbush Island, but in terms of new musical parts written for the island, probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. Again, the specific nature of the very generous and collaborative deal that was struck between Songs of the Architect, which is Christian Bush's, I believe, private label, and Big Blue Bubble were such that Sugarbush Island is basically done. From a musical standpoint, of course.
Well, I seem to have lost the other question I was
Eric!
going to ask. It seems to have disappeared. I'm going to do my best to remember it. I'm sorry that I can't credit the person right now.
Okay.
But maybe we can get it back. The question was, what happens if somebody who already has all of the islands accept the prize? Will it break the game?
If they accept the prize? Well, we... no. I believe the item will just not be sent. Our game is savvy enough to say, wait, no, okay. If you've already got it, you're good to go. Our clever programmers are a couple of steps ahead.
All right. Well, that's all of the, let's call them relaxed questions.
Relax.
But we certainly have some extra pressure questions that we like to call stuff.
Trivia, please.
It's been a while, it feels like.
Yes.
I don't know
Our
how
trivia
long,
and
but-
Stumped
It
the
was
same.
Rob V who asked that question.
Oh,
Thank
you,
you, Rob V.
Thank you for the question, Rob V. Does Stumped and Trivia, which are there it is. That's the two of them combined. Does Stumped and Trivia have the same number of letters? While you're asking me that question, I'm going to count them off, and I'm going to count that as one correct answer for me, as I answer the question.
Shouldn't you answer before?
STUMPED TRIVIA. No.
Okay.
100% for me. All right, Eric.
See how you do these.
Tell me.
Cubwax
Okay.
asks, with no monsters, structures, or decorations placed, how many tiny yellow flowers are visible on top of Sugarbush Island?
What kind of question is this?
A good one.
How many? Say again. Without any monsters, decorations, or structures placed.
How many tiny yellow flowers are visible on top of Sugarbush Island?
24.
Winner again, yeah. You got it.
Get out of
You
town.
got it. I don't want to show you because of the other answers on the
No.
screen, but yeah.
Are you kidding me?
This says 24.
Yes. That's amazing.
I couldn't believe it either.
Yes. I stopped you dead in your tracks.
It was great, though.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
Well, that is very exciting.
Okay.
Read him and weep, Michael. He's always giving me a hard time.
That's
for
right.
my-
He
for
wouldn't
my
have got, he
trivia
wouldn't have
scoring.
known that.
That's right. He wouldn't have known that. He better not have. If he did, I'm going to resign. Anyway, what's next?
Potawatomi MSM asks, one member of the Shugafam has
Yes.
something unique about its likes, only seen in one other special monster. Name these two monsters, and what makes the likes unique?
Oh, darn it.
This
This
is
is
a
a-
complicated one.
Potawatomi MSM, you always ask good questions, and this one is no exception.
toughie.
What is special about the monster's likes, and it's shared with one other special monster?
Yeah. And you have to get the monsters and what the uniqueness is.
Is it that the two monsters don't have a monster like, and that it's only decorations?
Based on reading the answer,
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, that's what I'll say. I'll say. Oh, it's not. With one other special monster. Only one other special monster. I'm going to walk back on my earlier statement because I think there are multiple examples of that, and I just straight up don't know. So I'm interested in learning. In the spirit
Do you want to
of
take a guess at
of
the
education,
monster?
sure. I'm going to say that the one member of the Shuga fam is Shuga Buzz, and the other special monster is Grumpire.
Stumped. But, here you go.
Okay, lay it on me.
The two monsters are Shuga Base and Yule.
Okay.
And what it says
I thought
here
it was a seasonal
is
monster.
they have only 2 decorations in their likes. So I'm not sure if that means only 2 as opposed to more or less, or if those can't be the only 2 likes in their whole.
No, but
Okay.
I think it means that the remainder of their likes
Are not.
are monsters, are
Right.
non-decorations. So I was on to something.
Yeah, I was reading it and I was like, you sound like you're on the right track.
I knew that there was a seasonal involved, and I knew that there were decorations involved. However, I got none of the specific details correct. Okay, 1 out of 2. One
Still
out
good.
of 2. Still good.
Okay.
Still good. 50%. It's good. Passing grade.
Lenny
I
Faze GD asks,
I don't know if it is.
how many speakers are on Sugarbush Island, including the obstacles? Which I imagine means the initial island.
Yes. How many speakers? 1,
Either
2,
that or Lenny Faze GD is at
3,
home ready to
4,
remove or add
5,
them, so you get it
6.
wrong.
$87. It's gonna be higher. That's my guess.
We're gonna have to come back to that one. There's no answer.
I've requested the answer.
Oh, really?
We'll
well,
come back to
let's on good faith say that that's correct. Winner Gagnon for me,
We're gonna write down your answer for now.
which was 87.
And
I think it's higher
we'll,
than that.
We'll come back to that.
Is it time for me? Can I change my
Sure.
answer?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say 109.
You can just throw out until we get an answer. You can just
Great.
Keep
I'll
guessing.
just okay. So it's just sort of like a moving target
Yeah.
for me. Okay.
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 At Woohoos asks, there's a path decoration on an island that
Yes.
mentions a monster that is not on that island. What path, island, and monster is this? I can repeat that.
Nope. I know
You got it?
exactly what it is.
Ooh, okay, let's hear it.
It is the Dandy Floret path of Air Island, and it refers to the Dandy Florets of Dandy-Doo.
You got it. Winner again. Yeah.
Yep,
That was
I know,
great.
I know that one. I do know that one.
Well done.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
You almost made it too easy.
I'm
It was
almost
hard to
on
build a
2
lot
out
of
of 4.
fanfare. You could have built
No,
it up.
listen. When I
you're
know
so
it, I know
confident.
it,
Yeah,
right?
you're so confident.
And you can usually see the glazed ham look in my eyes when I have no idea, and I'm totally thrown off by the question. But this instance, I knew.
All right.
Knew it well.
One more.
Sydney has a guess. Oh,
Then after.
yeah. Well, no. Give them to me while Eric. Sydney has generously loaded up a fresh, a brand spanking new Sugar Bush Island, and I'm gonna count all these speakers.
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we counting the speaker
Counting
sets
obstacles.
in the rocks? Are we counting the
Including the obstacles, yes.
right? But okay.
I feel like we need to rely on the community for this.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's let them decide.
There's a lot.
Because that'll be a lot of watching you count.
Look at
Pass it back to
Look
me.
at them all. That's a lot. If we're counting all the ones that are built into the island itself, and I'll pass it back to Sydney. I give up. 109. It's going to be even higher than that. Okay, what's the next question?
Blood Rain 1 asks, does Octopus go through any physical changes on different islands? If so, what islands and what makes it different?
The physical change that Octopus undergoes upon being teleported to Sugar Bush Island is that it has a nest of birds in its head.
Winter Canyon?
Yep.
That's your monster. Of course you know that.
I know that one too. And you know what? I don't think that was always the case. I think that was added at some later point after Sugar Bush Island was
I feel like that was
released.
discussed in the show.
I feel like it was discussed, yes.
Well, you did great today.
Thank you very much.
We still have one outstanding.
Eric.
but-
Yes, I got at least 3 out of 5
Which is
correct.
amazing.
Possibly up to 4. So 60% at least.
That's right.
Winner Gagnon. Excellent. An excellent day. You know what? I feel like the supportive power of Shuga Bass is coursing through me. Because that's the most supportive member of the Shuga fam. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Speaking of supporting each other,
Uh-huh.
oh, Eric, we've got something very exciting queued up today for our activity.
This should be fun.
This should be fun. Today's activity, we are going to be taking a page out of the Shugafam's book and putting a spin on some songs that you may recognize in an activity that we like to call Pour Some Shuga on Me. There you go. And you can see all the various hats of the Shugafam perched lovingly on that text. Okay, so I have here today an authentic, we still, the jury's still out on the authenticity of your hat, Eric, but I have here today, this is also fake, but this is a replica model of a Shuga Joe's top hat, but how it's going to work is that the activity Pour Some Shuga on Me, we are going to be drawing random songs out of this hat, and we will be converting the lyrics from their traditional English lyrics into Shugified lyrics, and asking the other person to identify what that is. Now, as a sort of a bonus point situation, I know we weren't fully decided on this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. If you correctly guess the song, you need to state the name of the artist in a legendary monsterfied way.
I will try my best.
Yes.
Before you guys begin, we have the number.
The number is
103.
okay. Oh, I wasn't that far off with 109.
So, stumped, but
Yeah, I
close.
was incorrect, but I still.
Close.
So I preserved my 60%. Close.
We have something for that.
Oh yes, we do. Monster Handler. There it is. Monster Handler Bell lives again here on My Singing Monsters Live, saying
I love
close enough. Thank you, Monster Handler Bell, for your support in this trying
So
time.
still,
There
Let
we
us
go, we're
know if sound resumes.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Oh, you know who did it? Oh, well, are we back? Hello.
I think we're back.
Are we back? I can't hear anything
You
but
are
music.
back. You are
Fixed.
back.
Fixed. Okay,
We're
great.
back.
You know what? That was Monster Handler Bell coming back to haunt me, to bite me.
Yeah, he
He-
queued up his graphic.
He was there and he silenced me because he didn't want he wasn't happy with my winning percentage today on
Yes.
Stumped/Trivia. But you know what, Monster Handler Bell? No hard feelings, buddy. I got the hat. You know what? I shouldn't have too much hubris because I don't know how I'm gonna do.
And you never know when he's gonna pop out.
And you
again.
never know when he's gonna pop up unexpectedly and tell me what's what. Okay, so here we go. Pour some Shuga on Eric. You've got your first song.
Yes. Let me try to recall.
Okay.
The part I want to.
Yes.
Do.
Okay.
Okay.
Very exciting.
Shubu, 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 shubu doo, shubu, 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 shubu doo la, deba doo da, deba deba.
Is that?
Shubu doo la.
Oh, I know it. Okay. Very good. A very authentic recreation. I do know it. It's of course Smells Like Nirvana by Weird Al, right?
Yeah, very close.
Oh,
Very close.
that's not- no, it does of course Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana.
You got a legendaryify the name.
Okay, so it is Galvana.
All right, sure. Let's
There
go
you
with
go.
that.
By Galvana.
Okay,
Galvana, as we
I think that
sometimes
was an Instagram
used to
post.
say. Yes, I
Was
believe. You know what? That sounds familiar.
An album by Galvana.
That's right.
Okay,
Okay, me
you're
next.
up.
Me next. Okay. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Shooby dooby doo ba shooby doo na na. Shoo dooby 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 doo na na. Shoo doo ba hoo da doo doo na na na. Shoo dooby doo doo na na na.
Well, it's Africa,
Yeah.
but it is by the band.
Oh, I've got one if you don't.
Totush.
Totush.
I just took the ush from Sugar Bush.
Oh, very good. I was gonna say toe jammer.
Ah.
But
I
that's
thought we
but
were
that's-
specifically. going
Yes, we are
after Sugar Bush.
monsterfying them. No, that's
Oh, Monster Fun. That's
a
a
good
little
one.
easier.
That's a good
Okay.
one. Okay, well, okay, great. So we're 1 for 1. All right, next.
All right, this is good. Okay, I think this one's actually a little bit easier than the
Okay,
last one.
all right. I'm
Okay.
ready.
Shuba dooba, shuba dooba de la. I get better than that. Shuba dooba de la. Shuba dooba de la. Shuba dooba de la. Shuba dooba doo da da be da ba.
Oh,
Da 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 ba.
oh, I didn't have it until then.
Ba-
Oh.
Shuba dooba de la.
Yeah, the.
Shuba
Oh,
dooba
it's Feel Good Inc.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye.
Oh. First of all, I have to remember the name of the artist and then monsterify it.
Yeah.
Is that the artist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on the right
Okay.
track.
So, Voodoo's with a Z at the end. Yeah. All right.
Yes. So that was
All
feel
right.
good.
Me next.
I think he means feel good. Wink.
Ah, Sydney with the.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
I feel like she should.
Yeah, you know what, Sydney? When we play Pour Some Shuga on Me again, maybe Sydney will participate. Maybe she says maybe. She's a good spirit.
Okay.
She's a good sport. That's what I wanted to
She's a good spurt.
Could not get the word sport out. That's consistent for me. I'm more of a board game kind of guy than
Academia.
sports. Academia. Yes. Okay, here we
Academia.
go. All right. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Shoo doo, shadoo ba day, shoo ba doo na, na 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 ha 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 ha, shoo doo ba, Na 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 ha 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 ha. Brr, la 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 la. Shoo doo boo na na.
Okay. It's Hey Jude.
Yes?
By the Shuga Beatles.
By the Sugar Beatles. Very good.
Unfortunately, it was an easy one, both in recognizability and monster find the name.
Could it have been the excellent job that I did of it?
Of course, yeah.
Yes, I'll take the
That's
praise.
what
All
I
right,
mean.
what do you think? One more each.
One more each.
What do you think? Yeah, one more each. So,
Okay.
all right, draw.
Okay. What part of the song do I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to put it through in my head to find a good part.
He's quickly scrubbing.
Okay.
Quick, move fast.
All right. Ready? I think I got it.
Anyway, all right, everybody.
Shooby-doo, de-la, shabba-doo, shooby-dee-dee, dabba-dabba-doo-la. Da-la, shooby-dee-doo, shooba-doo-doo, sha-la, shabba, shabba-doo-doo, shabba-dee-da-doo-la, and shoo-boo-doo-boo-da-la.
Very good. Okay, it is All Star
That's right, it is.
by I feel like we already had a monster version of this band. I'm confident of it that we talked about it, but it is not not Smash Mouth. But how about
I feel there's a couple good ones in the comment last time.
how do you feel about Smash Maw?
I think that was one of the ones.
Was that one of them?
That's good.
I feel
That's
like
good.
Ma would sing that song. I feel like Ma would sing All Star. Okay,
see that
one
one.
more,
Okay.
and it's mine. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Gotta mix them up. Okay. The last, pour some sugar on me,
Okay.
honoring the sugar bush, and it's a big one.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. I like you. I have to think about what part I want to do.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Okay. I'm gonna try not to use my hands because they're gonna broadcast it.
Okay.
Shoop na 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 shooby na 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 shoop doob na na shoodooby na na na.
Sha-la-la.
Yes. Shoop doob dap shoodoo da 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 da.
Sha-la-la.
Shoop doob dap shoodoo da 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 da.
Sha-la-la.
Shoo da da da.
Sha-la-la.
Shoodoo da da da. Shoop da da da. Shoop da 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 la 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 shoodoo doo doo da 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 shoodoo doo doo da 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 da. All right. Yeah. So what is it?
I don't know. That would be Bohemian Rhapsody
By-
Hmm.
I've got one. If you don't, but
Let's hear yours first.
It's
Maybe it'll inspire me.
not Queen, but Quint, like Quint Element Monster.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, I don't.
Is Quint acceptable to you?
I think Quint is great.
All right. Well, it's that easy. For those of you wondering about the
Easy.
well,
Fun though.
we didn't stump each other once.
That's right.
You know
we
what?
did pretty good.
I chalk this up to our musical ability.
Now,
Eric.
one day we'll have to do a similar activity where the audience gets to choose some songs,
Oh,
and then that'll be a real.
Let
test.
us know if that's something that you'd be into if we repeat today's Pour Some Sugar on Me activity, but with audience submitted.
I do think we'd have to do them in
songs.
advance because we'd have to make sure
We have to
know
make
the
sure we
songs,
knew the
but
songs. Yeah.
I know we had some more in there that we didn't get to. So
That's right. So maybe
they'll be
we
filed
can-
away in the vault.
Maybe we can repeat them for another day. All right. Farewell, Sugar Joe hat. All right. Get out of there. So, we've done questions.
Yes.
We've done.
Stumped.
We've done our activity. We need to do monster pieces. Monster pieces. Let's take a look
And
at some of the
we
monster
haven't seen
pieces.
some drawn monster pieces in a couple weeks.
That's
This
right.
last week
Because
was all video.
Was Monsterpiece Theater.
That's right,
All,
but now-
all videos. But now we're back to the
spotlight.
that's right. The visual arts.
Let's get them up there.
The excellent
If you
visual
please.
arts.
Sugar Sydney.
Sugar said.
Sugar Sydney.
Sugar Eric. Sugar Matt. They're all here together. All right, here we go. From Dylan G. Sell, we have a very faithful reproduction of the Fleech Worm.
Is that pointillism I spot?
You know what?
And
It
the
sort
coloring?
of looks like pointillism, doesn't it? yeah, it's got an excellent texture
Yeah, it's very cool.
on it. It's almost like they colored over sort of like the grainy surface of
Yes,
one of
now
those
that we
old
enlarge
Fisher
it.
Price tables. But it's a very excellent effect. Fleechworm, of course, the last Wublin to be created before Wellbox's big debut on Wublin Island. Well done, Dylan.
His day box.
That's right, Dylan.gcell. All right, wow, from
Whoa.
John E. Blaze
That is
here.
a swinging Entbrat.
Here we have a young Entbrat that's sort of giving a fawn's hand.
Hey.
Like, hey, how's it going?
Hey,
It's sort of like,
Entbrat.
can you believe I'm stuck here? Can you believe I'm rooted to the spot in
See,
this way?
I think it's almost the opposite. He's making the most of the situation. He's literally hanging out, you know?
Oh,
Just
truly,
all
really.
nonchalant.
Truly.
Just like, yeah, this is where I stand.
Truly hanging. Yes.
Very
Really love the expression
Yeah.
on this particular piece of art. Well done, John. Excellent work. Next up from Pieragi_art,
Oh.
we have a Scups that is trying not to step on something small. Sydney, what is that in the art? Can you tell what it is that Scups is looking
I
at
believe
there?
it's just a pebble.
Just a pebble.
I imagine a pebble wouldn't be very comfortable under your
Especially
suction cup.
if you've got a suction cup foot. Maybe there was something wrong with the sound that Scups was producing.
that would
and
definitely
it's-
throw
and
it
it's
off.
going, well, what's going on under there? But the expression on this one, also excellent. We've had some excellent expressions on our monsters in these monster pieces. Well done. Next up, from Annie, we have, wow! I'm really into this one, and you can guess why. You know me, and I love dinosaurs.
Who doesn't?
Here is Stog, done in very anatomically up-to-date, paleontologically speaking, Stegosaurian form.
Wow.
Very well done.
That's just awesome.
Yes,
don't
I
have-
like the
I don't
colors.
like comments on it, That's awesome.
I like the colors. I think it's just great. Next up, from Rareblin Creator, we have something truly shocking.
Some modern art.
Truly some modern
Modern art.
Modern art here. This is I mean, it's Scups, but it's also three mouths.
It seems to be called Mups.
Mups.
A good name.
Yes, a crossbreed.
That must be like your nightmare. If those mom
Yes,
bells
between
walking
Moz
toward
and
you, swinging
Scups.
at
Yes,
you.
Mod the best of times, can sort of hurl itself quickly at you once, sort of like Epic Mod did to me. But then it sort of has to recover and prepare itself for another spring-loaded attack, if you will. This creature here, the Mups, looks like it could amble towards me without ceasing.
Now here's the real question. Underneath the leg appendages and on top of the horns, are there more mouths?
Oh. Bringing the grand total of mouths on this particular to 7. A 7-mouthed creature.
That would really be something.
7. What significance does the number 7 have? Well,
Nothing comes to
I'll
mind.
tell you.
Oh,
Today
okay.
is episode 43, and that's the sum of those two numbers.
Wow.
It for sure has no other special significance. Definitely not in the coming weeks.
Exactly.
The number 7.
Bah.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, very cute. Here is the Waddle, as depicted by Rare Boy. In both of its forms, in both the young and adult forms. I like the simplification that has gone in to this monster. It looks almost like it's a paper craft.
Yes.
Yes, sort of like
Very
the
cool.
shadows have been sort of strategically removed in certain areas and only used for some sort of like depth establishing. But other than that, really love the style that Waddle was rendered in here, Rare Boy. Well done.
No.
What has
That's okay. One below. There we go.
There we go.
next up by Screamuer? We have some thumpies.
Wow.
We have here Furface and Newbie in their youthful forms in Dawn of Fire. Something that I've always been curious about as a amateur thumpologist is the variant of thumpies, which I believe is named Gooey, a young form of Newbie, or a separate subspecies that just never grows up.
Oh.
Perhaps, as revealed in Dawn of Fire, Newbie has always been Newbie, and Furface has always been Furface, but that Gooey is yet another subspecies of Thumpies that has not crossed over into the monster world just yet. We've had several. We've had, we've had lots. We've had Roots. We've had Rot and Recess. All kinds of subspecies cross over. But enough of Thumpies. On to the next.
Yes.
On to the
Beautiful,
next.
serene art, though. Thank you.
Speaking of words that start with TH, here's from Thana, and this is quite a stunning candelabra.
Yes. Quite the impression right off the bat.
This one has definitely a look in its eyes that suggests that it knows it's a quint element monster.
It feels
and
powerful.
Large and in charge, definitely. And conjuring up a little flame there on the tip of its hand.
Yeah.
This is a monster that can be looked to in times of crisis. This is a monster that knows what's up.
A
Well
light
done,
in the darkness,
Thana.
so to speak.
Oh, very good. Very good. Next up, here from the Monster Explorers, we have, wow, a brand new monster, the Slapoda. Or Slapoda. I like Slapoda.
Me too. But I like
and its element, I wonder there if that is the poison element or some sort of nuclear element that is being proposed here by the Monster Explorers. Because obviously the single element poison monster is Humbug, but this is something new. This is Slapoda with a brand new, perhaps nuclear element. Well done, Monster Explorers. I like the tail lighting up there and the light up at the end. Wow, here from Mutant J is a very funny looking Krillby.
that is a great interpretation.
I love the tiny little T-Rex arms on this.
Yes.
On this Krillby, and the expression on its face reminds me of some of the creatures you'd see in a Roald Dahl book.
Yeah,
Sort of a scratchy quality.
The art style almost kind of reminds me of Rocco's Modern Life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if that's what they're going for, but there are certain parts of the drawing that seem
agree.
reminiscent.
I definitely agree. Well
Very,
done,
very cool.
Mutant J. Oh, we love that. Next up from Wubbox Lover, we have
Wait a minute, these
Some-
aren't all monsters.
we've got Scartar, young Scartar, interacting with some other monsters.
Do you know what these other type of monsters
Are those pocket monsters?
But do you know who they are? I know at least one of them.
Not specifically.
I'm gonna say I know.
I can't know everything, Eric.
I know.
I can't know all the
I was
monsters
just
and
curious.
all the pocket monsters.
I was just curious. Fortunately, I have my pocket encyclopedia.
Oh, your pocket decks?
Yeah, that's right.
And who
I
is
believe it's Celebi, and the other one, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna guess Ladybug?
Yes. Believe so.
Good thing we've got
Sydney
two
for the confirmation.
pocket decks experts here.
That's what this hat's for.
That's what that hat's for. So
Turns out
my
I
hat,
didn't know until that.
my
30
hat's
seconds,
monster
but-
knowledge, and this you've got other knowledge sort of tucked up there.
Yeah,
in your-
random useless
in your
tidbits that
cranium.
you never know when they'll come up.
You know what though? Knowledge for knowledge's sake. Excellent. It's
Agreed.
always good. It's always good to learn and continue learning throughout your life. I'm about to learn something new because, as promised, here right before we draw the final winner of the giveaway today,
Which the prizes you might want to remind
is the all 5 of the Mirror Islands absolutely for free is today's prize. So make sure if you haven't already to put !raffle RAFFLE in the chat, and that will enter you. You only need to put it once for eligibility for that giveaway. But as promised earlier in the show, we've got a special message here from Monster Handler Michael, and as it turns out, I think Monster Handler Karen as well.
Yeah, that's right. I'm getting it.
That's some new information
Yeah,
coming in right now.
That's right.
And let's find out what they've been up to.
That's
Shall
right.
we?
Let's
Shall
take a
we?
look.
All right, begin transmission.
Hello, everyone. Happy monstering.
Happy monstering!
Sorry we're not at the show this week because we're here in Seattle at PAX showing off Foregone. If you're here, come by, check us out, say hi. I'd love to meet you in person.
As would I. We're going to be here all weekend until Monday. If you have a PAX badge, come out and visit us. We'd love to see you.
See you next week.
Bye!
Hello, everyone.
Wow!
Can
There
you
they
believe
are.
that?
Okay, so they're at PAX.
That's right.
Oh, and they are showing off one of Big Blue Bubble's newest games.
Yeah, that's right.
Foregone.
Foregone.
So, Foregone. This is yet another dimension of the multiverse, completely separate from the monster world.
Completely separate.
No connections to the monster world that we know of.
That's right.
And I believe if you go to bigbluebubble.com/foregone. You'll learn all there is to know about the game and what sort of state we're at. We've got a couple of developer updates that we've put up there as we've been working on this game. We've been working very hard on it for several months now.
It's
so
a very different game.
very
but
different
it's
game
also
than
a
My
very cool
Singing
game.
Monsters.
A little more
and
action-packed.
Exactly.
Very, very
yes,
cool. Very fun.
Yes, definitely different from My Singing Monsters, but another Big Blue Bubble game. So
That's
if it's the sort of thing that you might be interested in, make sure to go and check that out. And I believe Monster Handler Sydney is going to put a link in the chat as well.
If you enjoy the trailer that Michael and I
You worked on that.
worked very, very hard on
Very
recently,
diligently.
please leave a like for us. We appreciate
A thumbs
it.
up.
Yeah.
And subscribe to the Big Blue Bubble YouTube channel while you're at it. If you're subscribed to My Sing Monsters, great. Complete the I was about to say trilogy, the duology. Complete the duology of YouTube channels and
The
make sure
trilogy
to
of-
subscribe.
Monsters YouTube, Big Blue Bubble YouTube, Twitch.
Oh, that's right. There's the
There
trilogy.
you go.
Complete the trilogy. Okay, great. Well, thank you, Monster Handlers, Michael and Karen, for that message, and hopefully that bought you enough time to get in your exclamation point raffle to become eligible for the Mirror Island top prize today for the giveaway. Now, do we have a winner chosen, Eric? It's being chosen as we
Yes.
sprechen.
I think we just got it.
As we
It's
speak.
right in front of you, Monster Handler. I announced
Here we
the last
go.
one if you would like to
Oh,
announce
you know
this
why
one.
I like this name? Because it has my initials in it. The winner of today's Full Mirror Island. That means Mirror Plant Island, Mirror Cold Island, Mirror Air Island, Mirror Water Island, Mirror Earth Island. The winner of this prize, getting these Mirror Islands absolutely free, is Ryan2MS.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, Ryan2MS. I bet you're glad that you tuned in today to My Sing Monsters Live because you are the proud recipient of an absolutely free series of Mirror Islands for your My Sing Monsters account. So, as always, make sure to whisper at us or private message us on Twitch your BBBID/friend code, and then we'll know which account to deliver your islands to. Now, an important thing to mention, of course, is that if Ryan2MS, you are not yet at level 20, which there's a possibility that you might not be, don't worry, your Mirror Islands will be held on to and delivered at a time when you sort of come of age.
Wow.
So to speak, it's like an inheritance or something.
That's right.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait until you're old enough to know that you can responsibly use the Mirror Islands.
What motivation to get to level 20?
Exactly.
To know they're
'cause-
waiting
yeah,
for
exactly. You absolutely free, and that's quite a few diamonds shaved off.
This was a big
Your
giveaway.
total. This was a big giveaway, but you know what? In terms of giveaways and exciting things going on, we're just getting started because, of course, next week for episode number 44, we are going to be in the thick of anniversary month at that time. I know, I said it. It's a surprise. August, then September, then October.
Nobody
How
was
can we-
supposed to know.
How can we have known that this was coming? Well, if you were prudently watching. Prudent is my word of the episode. I don't know if you've noticed it. I've used it like 15 times.
How prudent of you.
How prudent of me. If you have been checking your calendars, you know that this is the final weekend before Anniversary Month officially kicks off. In both My Sing Monsters and Dawn of Fire, I mentioned the My Sing Monsters sales before. Make sure you also, if you haven't already, downloaded My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire, the companion prequel game to My Singing Monsters, which takes place in the infancy, the dawn of the monster world, because there's some awesome sales happening there as well. You get Diamond Extractor for 50% off. It's sort of a precursor to the mines of My Singing Monsters. You get your hotel for half off, and you get your second castle for 50% off. These are good sales, and they put you in excellent stead in order to collect as many monsters and structures as you can during Anniversary Month that'll be appearing in both games.
Amazing.
Very amazing. So, whew, I feel like we got through a lot. You know what? We celebrated Shugafam
Yep.
and made sure that even though we were a month and a day late,
I think we made up for it.
I think we made up for it between Pour Some Sugar on Me and an explanation of how Sugar Bush came to be.
We'll have to see if Sydney ever gets back from Sugarbush Island.
That's
if
true.
they let her go, we'll know that they are appeased.
And you know what? I know that for a long time people have been wanting a sort of feminine member of the Sugar fam. Maybe Sydney will live there forever now.
Just
Who
show
knows
up in
if
the game randomly.
Who knows if we'll ever see her again? Oh, there she is.
Oh, she's still there.
No, yeah, she doesn't
Well,
know.
goodbye.
She doesn't know. It was nice knowing you,
I'm
Sydney.
not gonna stay here.
She's not gonna stay. She's gonna come back. Maybe she'll be on the show next week.
Ooh, maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
We'll have to see if she can process her Monster World visa
Bring a Sugarbush with you.
properly. Yeah, we can have Sugar Bush on the show. All right. Well, we're almost done today's episode, but we've got one more quick
One
thing
more
that we've
thing.
got to do. We've given our giveaways away. We've done all that we need to do. We just need to highlight the composer piece.
That's
for
right.
today's episode 43 of My Singing Monsters Live. Today's composer piece is called Public Mute, which is what I'm sure many people hope that will become after singing so loudly today.
I warned the other people.
Yes, that's right. But you know what? They're on their own. And this Public Mute is by landoeswhatever. And I think it's a very interesting piece with a lot of interesting chord structures. And it moves around quite a bit. An interesting use of the monsters available to them. So, well done, landoeswhatever. Please enjoy this composer piece, Public Mute. And until next week for episode 44 of My Singing Monsters Live, here we are signing off and wishing you a happy monstering!
Thanks for watching our video. If you want to keep supporting Monster Handlers, you know what to do, right? Subscribe to our channel to get all the latest updates and stay tuned. Get it? Stay tuned. Did anyone else make that joke? Yeah? Wow. Anyways, happy monstering!